Chosen one. Tomorrow may be too late. Don't regret. You who are listening right now are not here by accident. There is a reason you pressed play. There is a reason this message reached your eyes and ears. Somewhere deep within your spirit, you already know that time is moving faster than you thought, and that every moment carries the weight of eternity. You sense that something is shifting, that tomorrow is not promised, and that postponing the most important decisions of your life may cost you more than you are willing to lose. This message is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. It is to call you into clarity, into urgency, into choosing not to delay what matters most. Tomorrow may be too late. Chosen one, you must realize that the present moment is your only true possession. And if you waste it, regret will follow you like a shadow you cannot escape. Before we go deeper, I want you to pause and truly open your heart to what you are hearing. Stay with this message until the very end, because it is not random. It is not just words. It is an invitation to awaken to your highest path. And as you listen, I invite you to participate actively. Leave your warmest wishes in the comments below, along with the number 66, as a sign of your alignment with this message. This is a moment to speak life, to declare goodness, to energize the universe with your intention. Your wish, spoken with sincerity, carries power far beyond what you can imagine, because every word, every hope, every blessing released into the world becomes part of a great current of energy. This is not just about you, but about all who will read your words and feel uplifted by them. Let your wish shine, chosen one. And now, let us move forward. Time is not as generous as we often believe. It feels endless when we are distracted, but when clarity strikes, we realize how fragile it truly is. Every day passes like a page turning in a book, and once it has turned, you cannot return to rewrite it. You can only continue forward, carrying the ink of your choices. Many wait for a better moment, a more comfortable season, a safer place to begin. But that season may never arrive, that place may never open, and that better moment may not exist beyond the present. Chosen one, your hesitation can cost you the future you dream of. You must understand that postponement is one of the greatest thieves of destiny. While you hesitate, the clock keeps ticking. While you delay, opportunities vanish. And while you wait, tomorrow edges closer to closing its door. Regret is a silent tormentor. It does not arrive loudly, but settles in like a shadow in the corner of your heart. It whispers about what could have been, what you should have done, what you delayed until it was too late. Many people live their lives imprisoned by regret, wishing they had spoken, acted, decided, or chosen differently. But no amount of wishing can turn back the time once it is gone. That is why this message comes to you with urgency. Not to push you into fear, but to awaken you to the rare gift of now. You have this breath, this heartbeat, this moment. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And if you keep waiting for tomorrow to act, tomorrow may never arrive. There is a weight on your spirit right now because you already know what you have been postponing. It may be a decision you have avoided, a step you have feared to take, a calling you have resisted, or a truth you have refused to face. Deep inside, you know it, and yet you have pushed it aside, promising yourself that you would deal with it later. Chosen one, later has become a trap. Later is where dreams go to die. Later is the graveyard of untaken chances. You are being called to wake up before later becomes never. Think about the countless souls who thought they had more time. They planned, they dreamed, they waited, but the door closed suddenly. Opportunities dissolved, relationships ended, health failed, life shifted, and they were left with only the weight of regret. The pain of not trying is heavier than the pain of failure. The pain of silence is sharper than the pain of rejection. And the pain of waiting until tomorrow, when tomorrow never comes, is unbearable. That is why the message comes to you with urgency. Tomorrow may be too late. You may feel resistance rising within you as you hear this. A part of you wants to argue, wants to justify, wants to delay again. But chosen one, recognize that voice for what it is. The voice of fear, of comfort, of inertia. It is the voice that tells you to stay where you are, even though where you are is not where you are meant to remain. Comfort will lie to you. Comfort will tell you that safety is better than risk, that waiting is wiser than acting, that stability is preferable to uncertainty. But what comfort will not tell you is that comfort can become a prison. And in that prison, time slips through your fingers while you remain motionless. Life demands movement. Destiny demands choice. Purpose demands action. And those who wait too long to answer, those who ignore the call, those who postpone the stirring within their spirit, often discover too late that their chance has passed them by. The tragedy is not that they did not know, it is that they knew but did not move. They saw the door open but hesitated, and when they finally reached for it, it was closed. Chosen one, do not let this be your story. You are here, listening, because there is something within you that refuses to remain asleep. You are not like everyone else, content to drift through life, ignoring the deeper call. You feel the urgency, the weight, the stirring. That is why you are here. That is why this message resonates so deeply, because you already know it is true. You have felt it in quiet moments, in sleepless nights, in sudden realizations. You have sensed that time is moving, that tomorrow is uncertain, and that if you do not act now, regret will follow. Do not underestimate regret. It has destroyed more hearts than failure ever has. Failure can be redeemed, can be turned into wisdom, can be built upon. But regret is final. Regret is the voice that says, it's too late. And once it speaks, there is no way to reverse the clock. You cannot negotiate with time, cannot bargain with destiny. You can only choose in the moment you are given. That is why now is sacred. Now is powerful. Now is your opportunity to change everything. Do not think you have to be perfect to begin. Do not think you must have all the answers before you move. Do not think the path will be clear from the start. Chosen one, clarity comes with movement. The door opens as you walk. The answers reveal themselves as you step forward. But if you stand still, waiting for every question to be resolved, you will remain stuck where you are, and tomorrow will consume your chance. You do not need the whole plan. You only need the courage to begin. What if today is the day that defines your life? What if this moment, this decision, this step is the turning point? What if everything you have been waiting for is already waiting for you, but cannot reach you until you move? Imagine the weight of knowing you had the chance but let it slip away. Imagine the ache of realizing you could have chosen differently but did not. That ache is called regret. And chosen one, it is not meant for you. You were not created to live a life of regret. You were created to live a life of courage, of action, of fulfillment. And so the message comes again. Tomorrow may be too late. You may think you have more time. You may think you can wait until you are ready. But chosen one, readiness is often an illusion. Waiting will not make you stronger, braver, or wiser. It will only steal the time you could have used to grow. The only way to be ready is to begin. And the longer you delay, the heavier regret will become. So take this message seriously. Do not just nod and agree and then go back to waiting. Let it ignite something within you. Let it push you into action. Let it remind you that your time is precious, your life is fleeting, and your chance is now. There is no guarantee of tomorrow. There is only today, only this moment, only this breath. And if you waste it, you may never get it back. This is your awakening, chosen one. This is your call. This is your chance to step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. Do not let tomorrow steal it from you. Do not let regret claim it. The door is open now. Step through it before it closes forever. Chosen one, now that you have heard the call, it is time to go deeper. It is one thing to feel the urgency, but it is another to let it transform the way you live. You cannot simply be stirred for a moment and then slip back into the same patterns, the same distractions, the same postponements. If you do that, then this message will be wasted, and regret will find its way back to you. This is not meant to be an inspiration that fades. It is meant to be a fire that changes your direction. You must treat this with seriousness, because your life is not a rehearsal, and your days are not unlimited. Each day that passes is one less day to do what you were called to do. The truth is, chosen one, you already know where you are compromising. You already know the places in your life where you are delaying. You feel it when you lie down at night. You feel it when your mind is quiet and distractions fade. You feel it when you imagine what could be, but then bury it under excuses. You tell yourself you are waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the right strength. But waiting has cost you too much already. The longer you wait, the heavier the burden becomes, because every delay is another reminder of what you have not yet done. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, and if you keep waiting for tomorrow, you may lose everything that is meant for you today. There is something powerful that happens when you choose to act despite fear. Fear thrives in delay. It grows stronger when you feed it with hesitation. But fear loses its grip the moment you move. Fear cannot stop a decision that has already been made. Fear cannot paralyze one who has already stepped forward. Chosen one, this is why you must act quickly, why you must act now, not recklessly, but with determination. The more you think about what could go wrong, the less likely you are to move. But the moment you move, fear loses its power over you. Do not be deceived into thinking that you have endless chances. Life is not generous with infinite opportunities. Some doors, once closed, never open again. Some moments, once past, cannot be recovered. Some relationships, once broken, cannot be repaired. You must recognize the weight of timing. There are windows in life, short openings where destiny calls. If you ignore them, they disappear. And once they are gone, regret becomes permanent. The pain of knowing you could have walked through a door but chose not to is unbearable. That is why I am urging you now. When the door is open, do not hesitate. Step through it before it shuts. The greatest enemy of destiny is not failure, but delay. Many fear failure so deeply that they do nothing, but in doing nothing, they guarantee regret. Failure is a teacher, a builder, a stepping stone. Delay is a thief, an invisible assassin that robs you of the life you could have lived. Delay whispers gently, promising you tomorrow, but tomorrow is never promised. You must learn to recognize the voice of delay and silence it. You must decide that your time is too precious to waste, that your calling is too important to postpone, that your life is too valuable to be wasted in hesitation. Chosen one, there are things inside you that the world is waiting for. Gifts, ideas, love, strength, transformation. It is all inside of you, but it will never be seen if you keep waiting. The tragedy is not that you are without purpose. The tragedy is that many die with their purpose still inside of them. They leave this world without ever showing what they were capable of, because they thought they had more time. But you have been chosen to hear this message so that this will not be your story. You are not meant to leave your gifts buried. You are meant to release them into the world. And the only way to do that is to stop waiting and start moving. Look around you. The world is changing faster than ever. Seasons shift without warning. What was stable yesterday can collapse today. What seemed secure can vanish overnight. If you are waiting for stability before you act, you may wait forever. You cannot build your life on the illusion of control. You can only build it on the courage to move despite uncertainty. Life does not wait for you to be comfortable. Destiny does not pause while you gather confidence. It demands that you act in the midst of uncertainty, because it is in those moments that transformation happens. Many people look back at their lives and realize that the things they feared the most were never as big as they thought. Fear magnifies everything. Fear paints shadows larger than reality. But once you step into what you feared, you realize it was only an illusion holding you back. Regret, however, is not an illusion. It is real, and it will not fade. Fear disappears when faced, but regret lingers when ignored. This is why you must act now, chosen one, because if you let fear delay you, you will exchange temporary discomfort for permanent regret. That is not a fair trade. You are stronger than you believe. You are more capable than you realize. You have within you the ability to step into your purpose, to rise above hesitation, to claim the life that is waiting for you. But strength is not built in waiting. It is built in action. Every step you take adds to your courage. Every choice you make builds your resolve. And with each movement forward, the weight of regret becomes lighter. The only thing that grows heavier is delay. Do not let it anchor you anymore. Remember, chosen one, the clock is ticking whether you move or not. Time does not wait for your comfort. It does not pause for your hesitation. Every second that passes is gone forever. You cannot reclaim it, cannot relive it, cannot borrow it back. Time is a currency you can only spend once, and how you spend it determines whether you will live with fulfillment or regret. Spend it wisely. Spend it courageously. Spend it now, because tomorrow may be too late. You have a choice in front of you, to continue as you are, or to awaken and move. If you continue as you are, you already know the result. More waiting, more excuses, more regret. But if you choose to awaken, if you choose to move, then everything changes. Doors will open, strength will grow, clarity will come, and regret will lose its grip on you. It is not easy, but it is worth it. You must choose courage over comfort, urgency over delay, action over hesitation. This is not just about your own life. The choices you make affect others too. Your courage will inspire those around you, Your action will open doors for others. Your willingness to move will create ripples far beyond what you can see. But if you delay, if you hesitate, if you choose comfort over purpose, then not only you, but others connected to you will suffer the consequences. Regret does not only belong to you, it spills into the lives of others. That is why your choice matters. That is why your decision cannot wait. Do not underestimate the weight of this moment. It may seem ordinary, but it is not. It is a turning point, a crossroads, a divine opportunity. How you respond now will shape the rest of your journey. You can either rise and step forward, or you can shrink back and delay. But remember, tomorrow may be too late. If you wait, the moment may pass, the door may close, the chance may vanish, and regret will follow. Do not let that be your story, chosen one. Do not let hesitation steal what is meant for you. So hear this clearly. Now is the time. Not tomorrow, not later, not when it feels easier. Now. You have this breath, this heartbeat, this chance to do not waste it. Do not trade it for regret. Stand up, move forward, and claim what is waiting for you. Chosen one, the time is short. Tomorrow may be too late. Chosen one, as we continue, I need you to understand something deeper. Urgency is not just about running out of time. It is about seizing the rare and fragile opportunities that life gives you. These moments are like open windows. They appear suddenly, and they do not stay open forever. If you hesitate, the window closes, and no matter how hard you knock afterward, it will not open again. That is what makes hesitation so dangerous. It convinces you that you will always have another chance, when in reality, that specific chance may never return. Think about the times in your past when you felt a stirring to act, to speak, to choose, but you delayed. Maybe you told yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow," or I'll start when I feel ready," or "this isn't the right time." Then life shifted, circumstances changed, and suddenly the moment was gone. The words were left unsaid, the action left undone, the opportunity lost. How many times have you replayed those moments in your mind, wishing you had moved sooner? That wait, that is regret. And chosen one, you cannot afford to keep adding more of it to your heart. Every delay creates a chain reaction. One missed step leads to another, and before you realize it, years have passed. Dreams that once burned bright fade into distant memories. The vision you once carried feels unreachable. And worst of all, you begin to convince yourself that maybe it was never meant for you in the first place. That is the poison of regret. It doesn't just remind you of what you lost. It convinces you that you were never capable of having it. But the truth is, you were capable. You were chosen. You simply delayed. That is why this message is so critical. It is not too late yet, but tomorrow it might be. Chosen one, regret is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers. It creeps in when you see others stepping into what you once dreamed of. It stings when you witness someone else living the life you knew you could have lived if you had only chosen differently. Regret sits quietly in the background, reminding you of the doors you didn't walk through, the words you didn't speak, the risks you didn't take. It is subtle, but it eats away at your joy. That is why you must stop it now before it multiplies. You might wonder, but what if I step out and fail? Let me tell you, chosen one, failure is never the end. Failure is not final. Failure can be redeemed, but regret cannot. You can recover from failure. You can rebuild after loss. You can rise again after falling. But you cannot recover the moments you never lived. You cannot go back and reclaim the time you wasted. That is why failure is not your greatest enemy. Delay is. Delay breeds regret, and regret cannot be undone. I want you to picture yourself years from now. Imagine looking back at this very season of your life. Imagine asking yourself, what if I had acted? What if I had chosen courage? What if I had not waited? Those questions will haunt you if you do not answer them with action now. Do not let your future self cry out in pain because of your present hesitation. You are being warned now so that you will not live with that pain later. You are being given this moment to prevent the unbearable weight of what if. Do not mistake stillness for peace. Some people convince themselves that waiting feels safe, that staying in place feels calm, but that is not peace. That is stagnation. Peace comes from knowing you are walking in your purpose, that you are living with courage, that you are not wasting the time given to you. Stagnation, however, feels like peace at first, but it slowly turns into frustration, restlessness, and eventually regret. If you are restless inside, it may be because you are waiting when you should be moving. Chosen one, the time for excuses is over. Excuses will not protect you from regret. They may soothe you for a moment, but they will betray you in the end. You can tell yourself that you're too busy, too tired, too unprepared, too uncertain. But all those excuses dissolve when time runs out. Regret will not care about your reasons. Regret will not listen to your justifications. Regret will only remind you that you could have moved, but didn't. That is why you must silence the excuses now. Understand this. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret is permanent. Discipline may be uncomfortable, but it shapes you. Sacrifice may be hard, but it builds you. Risk may be frightening, but it grows you. All of these are temporary. Regret, however, does not fade. It stays with you, echoing in your heart, reminding you of what you lost. And chosen one, you are not meant to live with that kind of weight. You are meant to live free, to live fulfilled, to live without looking back and wishing you had chosen differently. This is why you must act now. This is why you cannot wait another day, another moment, another breath. Tomorrow may be too late. The decision you are avoiding must be faced. The step you are delaying must be taken. The truth you are resisting must be embraced. Stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The only time you are guaranteed is now. You may feel fear rising even as you hear these words. That is normal. Fear often increases right before a breakthrough. It is the last attempt to keep you bound. But do not let fear win. Fear is temporary, but regret is permanent. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move despite it. And when you do, you will discover strength within yourself that you did not know was there. You will realize that you were capable all along. Chosen one, destiny is calling you. Not softly, not in the distance, but right now, in this very moment. Do not ignore it. Do not silence it. Do not postpone it. The The cost of delay is too high. The price of hesitation is too great. Your time is short, and your life is precious. Tomorrow may be too late. Do not waste today. This is the moment to rise, the moment to choose, the moment to step into what has been waiting for you. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for comfort. Do not wait for permission. You have everything you need to begin right now. The question is not whether you are capable, it is whether you are willing. Will you choose courage over fear? Will you choose action over delay? Will you choose today over tomorrow? Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not add another chapter of regret to your story. Choose now. Move now. Live now. For tomorrow may be too late. Chosen one, we have spoken of urgency, of time, of the danger of regret, and of the cost of waiting. But now I must take you even further into the reality of what is at stake. This is not only about avoiding regret for yourself. This is about the ripple effect of your choices. Every action you take, or refuse to take, creates consequences beyond your own life. Others are connected to you, even people you may never meet. What you choose to do today will shape not only your destiny, but the destiny of many who come after you. That is why delay is not just dangerous for you, it is dangerous for everyone tied to your purpose. Think about this. The dreams and gifts within you are not random. They were placed in you for a reason, and they are meant to serve others. Your courage may give hope to someone who has none. Your decision may inspire someone else to act. Your strength may become the very example that keeps another person from giving up. And yet, if you delay, if you hesitate, if you bury your gifts, then those people may never receive what they were meant to receive through you. Can you see the weight of that? This is bigger than your own comfort. It is bigger than your own fear. You are responsible for more than yourself. Regret is heavy enough when it is only about your life. But imagine the regret of knowing others suffered because you hesitated. Imagine looking back and realizing that your silence meant someone else stayed silent too, that your delay caused someone else to give up, that your inaction prevented someone else from finding courage. That is not a weight you want to carry. That is why the call is urgent, chosen one. That is why you cannot wait, because tomorrow may be too late, not only for you, but for those who needed you. And so, chosen one, the choice is before you now. You can step forward and become the light that others are waiting to see. Or you can remain still and let the weight of silence turn into regret. Do not let hesitation steal from you, and do not let delay rob others of the strength they might find through your courage. The moment is now, the door is open now, and your life is calling you now. Do not wait, because tomorrow may be too late.